Good evening, everyone. It's me again, Al Brown Spencer. Today is Sunday, the 17th of October 2021, and I think it's about 6 o'clock now. No, it's 5 o'clock, just 5 past 5 in the evening. The situation is still the same, and I am still trying my best to expose my abusers from the authorities and any non-government organizations or anyone that helped them or any other governments or any other authorities that they got involved. And I'm saying so because uh, let me make this clear first so anyone who's watching this understand what is the situation. I was used and abused and tortured, and my human rights were violated in every way, shape, and form here in the UK by British authorities and non government organizations and other authorities that got involved, specifically authorities that of countries that I visited and so on, or countries that liaise very well with the North African Arab Muslim country where I was born. And I am determined to expose my abusers, whoever they are, wherever they are from, and whatever authority they have, and get them punished for what they have done to me. One of the things I'm doing now, and it's written in the leaflets I'm giving to people in Bournemouth Square, is calling for a national formal petition here in the UK, not led by me, anyone else, because I'm leaving the country, to change the situation where if a member of authorities or any authorities here in the UK misconduct or misuse their power, it's only a civil litigation or only a civil matter. That's what they recognize it. So it's not criminalized yet. So any member of authorities can do whatever they want, and in the end, it is just a civil matter, and basically they solve it between them internally, which is not acceptable. So I am claiming, or I am trying to change this, and I'm trying to wake up people here and get them to change this so any member of any authorities, regardless whether it's a very high authority, top authority, or just an inferior authority, any member of any authority, if they misuse their power or misconduct and cause anyone harm or damage, they must pay the price and they must be criminalized and they must stand a trial so the court decide how long they will spend in prison. So it's not just a civil litigation where in the end the government still decide what they give to the person or the people they damage their life or cause them damage and so on, which normally, they give what they think is adequate and so on, which normally is not what the individual or the people claim. So this is one thing. The other thing as well that I am trying to make clear, the United Kingdom for me is a page that I'm folding in my life, that basically I am leaving the United Kingdom 100% and I'm going to Castellón de la Plana in Spain to restart my life. And before anyone asks, okay, you said that basically government from countries where you visited, including Spain, that basically got involved, or it is obvious, or maybe they got involved somehow and so on. As for the Spanish government or any other government of countries that I visited that got involved, so this is my message to the Spanish government, French government, any Hungarian government, any other government of any country that I visited. If you got involved and they got your leg in any allegations or any use, abuse, or torture or anything that you caused me in terms of damage, of course you are responsible, but you're not a first, you know, the first one to be, responsible for this, because the people who manipulated you and gave you the wrong information and the wrong allegations, they are the ones who must pay the price exactly, with you, because they are the ones who manipulate everything. And I know for sure it is these bastards and cunts from the North African Arab Muslim country where I was born, and some individuals or some people in the authorities here in the UK that liaised with them. And these are the real criminals who should be stripped of their powers and stand a trial for what they did to me and what they caused me. And I'm still going to Castillon, even if the Spanish government happened, or proven that they took a place or part in something that, surveillance or whatever on me, and so on, I'm still going to Spain, because I know the Spanish government has got nothing to do with me. It's just the information they were giving by the North African Arab Muslim country somehow, and the British authorities as well, and so on. So me moving to Castillon, this is inevitable. This is not gonna change. The other thing that I would like to make clear: anyone in the authorities who's watching this, from my abusers, or anyone planned for it, or anyone that has the power as intelligence and personnel and all of this, and has got anything to do with what was done to me, of course you might be laughing now. You're thinking about how this person can do anything, blah blah blah. Let me tell you, you can kill me, and I know this for sure. And you have authorities and immense power that cunts are everywhere under authorities, that they would do anything. And I know killing me would be easier than lighting a cigarette, as I was made to, know that you could kill somebody. Yes, you could kill somebody, and I know you can kill me. That's unbelievably true, and I know this. But that is not going to make me worried or afraid from anything, because, as I said before, my freedom, my compensations, my honor, my dignity, and my freedom, of course, they are worth anything that happens. And when I say anything that happens, that is not a consent to anyone to do anything or wrong to me. I am going to fight till the end. I'm going to expose my abusers, whether secret society, deep state, whatever, whoever you are, even if you're ruling the whole world. I am going to expose every single one of you, and I'm going to try my best. As for my compensations, as my plan for myself is to take my compensations, my money, my freedom, go to Castillon de la Plana to restart my life and start Air and Sea Adventures business. And of course, I will carry on exposing you and so on. Uh, my personal life, my daughters, they are here in the UK with their mom. Their mom and I, we separated long time ago, and my daughters now are grown up. One is 14, the other one is 11. So they are old now enough that they understand things, and they don't need me whatsoever. And to be honest with you, I don't need them. The reason I'm saying so, I love my daughters so much. However, I don't need them. They have their own life with their mom, which the relationship ended long time ago. So only my daughters that, they I care about, and they are here in the UK and they are British. And for me, I'm trying to cut everything between me and any British, anything under the British flag. Have I said that when I am in Spain, if they want to come and meet me, to visit, to meet me and see their dad, that's absolutely fine. And I am not saying I don't want to see them. I want to see them today, before any time. I was deprived from them since 2016 till now, almost 6 years. And that's why my abusers must go to prison exactly the same length of time they deprived me from my daughters. And this is not negotiable. This is not negotiable. If you are one of my abusers and you participated in anything to do with depriving me from my daughters, whether you planned the scheme or said or did or whatever, you must go to prison exactly the same length of time you deprived me deliberately from my daughters. And this is not negotiable, and this is justice. And this is just one thing that you did to me. And I am saying so because I am helpless. I don't know what to do. And they have the authorities and everything. And I'm just saying justice as I know it, in terms of, if you deprive someone from their kids deliberately, you must go to prison, even if it was a mistake. That doesn't mean that you can get away with it and you don't go to prison, simply because you deprived me from my daughters for 6 years. 6 years I was deprived from my daughters, and they were deprived from me. And you must go to prison, whether it's a mistake or deliberate or whatever bullshit you will claim. And of course, there are lots of other things that should happen. The other thing that I would like to make clear: I don't believe in God, and I will never do. I mean, that's it, end of story for me. I don't believe in God, and I know lots of people out there that will agree with me that God doesn't exist. Anyone out there who think otherwise, who believes that God exists, or he believes that whatever it is, that there is she or he or it or whatever that, created the human beings and so on. If you believe so, where was your God when that was done to me? So you say your God can see, hear everything and can control everything. Where was your God from what was done to me? And if your God allowed what was done to me, and God, if you say God exists and knows everything, so it knows the truth. And if it knows the truth and it allowed what was done to me to be done, how come you can call it a God? Okay, this is one thing. The second thing, where is your God from even till now? My abusers are trying to force me to go through a path in life or a route that they have planned rather than what I want. And when I say so, I mean because I want to take my compensations and money, have got no relationship with any authorities or power, and go and restart my life in Castellón de la Plana and start air and sea adventures and the letting business. And basically, they are still keeping me here in the UK, in a fucking shithole country where I was used, abused, and tortured, and my human rights were violated in every way, shape, and form. And lots of people in the British authorities, they know every single thing that was done to me, even till today. And if the British authorities, if anyone from the British authorities, genuine, and they don't know or they knew what was done to me, however, they didn't have enough reason to interview, although there is all reason to intervene and help me, because you know the truth and you know the fake accusations of the North African country and so on, and you have the chance now to help me and support me against these cunts from the North African Arab Muslim country where I was born, and anyone that helped them, to support me so I can expose them and I can make them go to prison, and anyone here that helped them in the UK or any other authorities or country. But still, even the British authorities are not helping. And I'm saying I'm leaving the UK, and this is a must. And I will cut any relationship between me and the UK, and I will be staying away even a mile from any British flag or anything British. But that is not a reason for British authorities who can help and who can get me justice for me and get me my compensation and let me get on with my life and expose these cunts from the North African Arab Muslim country or anyone else who helped them, yeah, to get on with my life and get them in prison. And you still are not helping. So you are part of the crime. If you can stop a crime or get a criminal to get their punishment and you don't do anything about it, and you know the truth, and you know, so you are part of the crime. You are exactly as a criminal as they are. So if you are a genuine British person in the authorities and you're watching this and you genuinely have got nothing to do with anything that was done to me deliberately, and you want to help, here you go. You can help. Help me to expose my abusers and put these cunts in prison and get my compensations and leave the United Kingdom as soon as possible. And this is my number one priority, to get my money, my compensations, and leave the United Kingdom as soon as possible. But these cunts are trying to keep me here in the UK against my will. I hate being in this country after all what was done to me. I am in a torture every single day living in this country, and still in abuse and psychological abuse and bullying and so on, and they are trying to keep my money, my mind busy with accusations and putting me in the corner as accused and investigation. Who gave them the right, and what kind of accusations, the false accusations they have, which I'm going to expose them everywhere for what they did to me. So if you are a British person in the authorities and you can help and you can change something and you have your free will and you can do something, please get in touch. You still can help. Yes, I'm leaving the country and this is a must, but you still can help. And at least this is, you can redeem yourselves as here in Britain after all what was done to me here on your soil as a country by these cunts in the North African Arab Muslim country. And just to make it clear to everyone, anyone in the North African Arab Muslim country claims to be a relative or whatever who are in authorities and they have anything to do with the accusations I was put in, regardless what justification or what ground they base it on, even if it was as they're in their fantasy world, a show or whatever, they must pay the price. These are the cunts who must pay the price, simply because I was used, abused, tortured, and my human rights were violated severely. and I am still unable to get on with my life because these cunts think otherwise. Why can't you help me so I can get on with my life? Take my compensations and freedom and leave. And make this public as much as possible before I leave. Because in Spain, I'm going to start this because I don't want to be going to buying a property in Spain to find that basically in my home there is still surveillance or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I want to start living free. As for the accusations and all of this, this all will be in the public. Everything was done to me, and every undeclared accusations will be declared and will be put to the public, so the public know how they got me under their authorities and how the British authorities helped them all along and what was done to me and so on. Anyone from my abusers who's watching this video and you're laughing or thinking I'm a dreamer or so on, well, let me tell you one thing. Yes, it's true that I have no power and I'm helpless, and you have all the power and all the personnel and all the means and all of this, but I promise you I'm fighting till the end. And I promise you, you're gonna fucking lose everything, you fucking cunts. You're gonna lose every properties, every position. You're gonna go to prison for long, long, long time. Because what you did to me is crimes. And crimes, you must be punished and you must go to prison. And I promise you, laugh now, but you're not gonna laugh when you're behind bars and everyone knows everywhere in the world about you and what you did to me and how you did it and where and when and how. And this is my promise. I promise you I'm gonna expose you everywhere, and I promise you I'm going to try my best until the last second of my life to fucking expose every single person from my abusers, no matter what's your nationality, where you live, what is your authority. Every single one will be exposed, and I promise you you're gonna lose everything and you're gonna end up in a cell in prison, you fucking cunts. And this is a promise, because that you destroyed my life, you fucking cunts, and you must pay the price and you must go to prison, and there is no other way you can get about it. You have authorities, you think you're laughing, you think no one can touch you, you think you can never be persecuted. Think again, because I promise you, you will be in prison. This is a promise. And if I die or I get killed or whatever happens to me before that is achieved, then this is another proof that there is no God. Because if there is a God, you and every single person of my abusers should be either in prison today or in the grave. And before you jump to conclusion, God, if it exists, is the only one that can remove you from life. Because I don't like harming people and I don't like execution and so on. But you must be either in prison or the grave. One or another. The prison or the grave. And I promise you, you will be. Thank you very much anyway, guys. If you would like to help, you know what you do. And yeah, have a great evening. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you.